Let's go on a trip to Egypt.
Oh, look at that camel, Valentina. It's something wonderful.
Yes, it's a very cute animal. Let's mount it and begin the tour.
Let's watch the pyramids, please.
Yes, okay. But take a lot of water because it's very hot.
Look at that pyramid.
Wow, how incredible. And look at the size. It looks much bigger than on television or the internet.
Let's go in, Valentina.
Okay, but just for a moment, as I'm scared of these places. Because most of them are tombs or were used to execute people.
Look at the writing. Isn't that impressive? Now I realize why so many people get excited when seeing this. It's something unique.
Yeah, well, that's enough. Now let's get out of here and go to another place. As I told you, I don't like these places. Visiting places.
Hey, let's go on a tour. What do you think? I'm taking advantage of the fact that the company is giving me some days off.
Sure, maybe. Where do you want to go?
I want to visit the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I have always been curious on how that tower has kept itself upright like that. And despite history and photos, I would like to see it in person.
Yes, it must be very nice to be there and admire the monument in person. We can also go to the Roman Colosseum. But who is going to pay for all that?
I will, don't worry.
Okay, let's begin the arrangements.
You can tell your mom to join us. That way she gets out of home and sees new places.
Yes, why not? It makes me feel bad to see her at home all day.
I am thinking about telling my parents, although I think they have other plans.
Tell them your idea. That way we'll all have a different experience together.
Let's plan to go next week.
Avoiding accidents. Roberto, I need you to help me with an essay about how to prevent accidents.
Okay, I will help you with everything I can.
One of the points that the professor wants us to research is when we go out on a bicycle.
Interesting. Well, the first thing that you have to take into account is always using a helmet.
Yes, of course. Good point. Another would be verifying if everything is fine with the bicycle. Right?
Of course. Everything must be in order because something as small as a screw can cause a big accident.
Look around because of the cars?
Yes, right, and also avoid speaking on the phone while you ride your bicycle.
You're right. And many people do it even while driving cars at high speed.
It's also very important not to exceed the speed limit. And instead of a helmet, the passenger should wear safety belts.
That's correct. Thank you for all the help that you've given me, Roberto.
Truth be told, you are better informed than you thought. But I hope my point of view is helpful for your essay. Challenges. Laura, I would like to know what is the biggest challenge you personally know of.
Well, where do I begin? The biggest challenge for me is to be a teacher. Because many people talk about how easy education is. But due to a lack of information, people say things that are not true.
That is true. Dealing with students, whether it's children, teenagers, or adults, is not an easy task. Even more so in those places where you have to take care of between 30 to 35 students. Can you imagine that?
Yes, it sounds kind of impossible. but everything is possible.
Yes, you are right.
And how about you, Peter?
Being a police officer, they always risk their lives for everybody's safety.
Yes, that's right, Peter. There is a surplus of challenges, but being determined helps us to overcome them.
Well, Laura, keep fighting to overcome your challenges. I know you can do it.
Thank you, friend. Dangerous sports. Richard, I'm very sure that you like extreme and dangerous sports.
Yes, that's right. How do you know that?
I figured. How do you feel when you imagine yourself practicing a dangerous sport?
Somewhat excited. A mixture of being happy and nervous, but mostly happy.
I understand. How long have you been practicing dangerous and extreme sports?
It has been 5 years already. I like it a lot.
Have you ever practiced that sport, as dangerous as it is, consisting in throwing yourself off a bridge with your feet tied?
It's called bungee jump, and I'm fascinated by it. There are even people who will lose consciousness before reaching the end of the rope out of sheer nervousness.
And do they check the rope?
Yes, it is checked every time someone is going to jump. Or each person has their own rope to avoid trusting in the one belonging to someone else. Well, I hope this information had been of help.
Practicing sports. Hello, Ruben. How are you? Let's play hockey. Would you like that?
Yes, let's go. I know a very good ice rink.
But do you have the necessary equipment to play with?
I don't understand. You are inviting me, but you don't have the gear to play?
Yes, you're right. But it looks like a lot of fun.
Yes, Christina, I have the needed equipment. But have you ever skated before?
No, I haven't.
Instead of playing hockey, why don't I take you there and teach you the basics?
Yeah, well, you teach me little by little, right? Will we begin today?
There's no problem. I can lend you the equipment and teach you how to keep your balance and how to move. You will also need a helmet and knee pads, because you could fall and break a bone.
I didn't know it could be so dangerous.
If you take precautions, it's quite safe. And once you get the most fundamental lessons, we can begin to practice hockey. What do you think?
I'd love to. Very well. You teach me bit by bit, and then you tell me how to move that black thing that you use instead of a ball.
You mean the puck? Okay, there's more to teach you than I previously thought. But I can see potential in your enthusiasm.